some of the new watch faces, and let's take a look at these. So if, turn on. So I have Info Modular, Infograph, and one of the new features is Modular Compact, or new faces. Another new face is Meridian, and with Meridian, you can customize. You can have a white face on the watch or a dark face. This is a new face, California. It has a mixture of Roman and Arabic numerals. And with all of these watch faces, you have the ability to have complications. And so complications will allow you to add different, I want to call them mini apps, onto the face of the watch. So you can select whatever complication you like. And let's see, this is the new face Numerals Duo. It has the hour and the minutes. And actually there's also one called Numerals Mono, come back, which only has the hours. This is the new gradient face. And there are 3 types of gradients that you can show. This one is showing the hour hand, the minute hand, and the second hand. And if I customize, I can have it full screen or in a circular motion. And style, I can select just to show the hour hand and minute hand. Those are the 3. So hour hand, minute hand, or just the hour. So that's cool. Go back. Come back. There you go. This is the solar dial. And this is pretty cool. Let's customize this one. And let's take full screen. So this one allows you 1, 2, 3, 4 complications. And it allows analog or digital time reading. And what complications are? Complications, I'm sorry, say that again, please. Misleading? Okay, it's called complications. The complications are what I want to say are little mini apps. And I wanted to, let me show you this while I'm here. I'm turning the crown to show you some of the highlights of the solar dial feature. It's really cool to play with. All right, so what a complication is where you can add, I want to call it a quick access to another app. So each corner here allows me to add a new complication. So for example, voice memos, or this one I have voice memos set in. If I scroll the dial, you see that it shows me a different complication that I can add here. So I can customize to my liking. So that's what a complication does. Let's go back here. Let's click here. Let me switch. The complication that I prefer is this one, which is infographic. It allows you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 complications. So I like, more is better. It's like more power. So I like to be able to see a lot of things at a glance. So this one allows me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different complications that I can choose from. So let's get out of that. No, complications is the term that Apple uses for what these are, these little windows of tiny apps that you can add. So it's not a word that I made up or something that I'm, just using. It's what Apple uses when they describe these little mini windows that you can add to the watch face. Not all watch faces allow you to have um, a lot of complications. Some will allow 2, some will allow 4, some will maybe allow 1. And you can also turn them off. So for example, let's go to this one. This one allows 4 complications. So in the upper left corner you see noise. I can actually scroll my crown until, let's see, let me go in the other direction, until it says off. So I can decide not to have a complication there. So it's a way of customizing what you want your watch face to look like. Okay? Any more questions about that? Okay, George, you're going to have to repeat that because I could only hear like every other word. Or come.
A word that Watch World used years ago for what, David? Different features of the watch. In other words, in the watch world, they made things more complicated, different features of the watch. So that's the reason.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so now come back. The Apple Watch allows you to add as many watch faces as you like. You can add them from the Apple Watch, and you can also add them from the iPhone. So what I'm doing, I'm force pressing, and when I force press on any watch face, it puts me in this mode where I can add a new watch face. So if I select new, then I can scroll through the different variations of watch faces that are allowed on the Apple Watch. And for example, this one, Fire and Ice, Fire and Water, has motion to it. So a force press will allow me to add watch faces. And once I add a watch face, I love this one, I'm sorry. That is cool. And once I add a watch face, particular watch faces will have different complications available. So, and I don't know where this stops, but I do know on the iPhone you have lots more. So let's go back. This is actually my favorite. And every time you tap it, something different will happen. Okay? So if I force press and customize, and you see the buttons at the top here, they tell you how many different variations of watch faces there are in this style. So if I swipe over to the right, or from right to left, it shows me that I have only one complication. Is that a complication there? I have 2 complications. So I have one, the date, so I can change the date. And this one is set to off, so I can add activity. So actually, and then I press the crown, And there you have it. So did that answer your question about how you get the watch face? Oh, correct. Once I have the face that I want, I press the crown, and the crown sets, I call it cast it in stone. The crown casts it in stone. So the different watch faces will have the amount of complications that it will allow. All right. All right. Okay. Any other questions on the watch face? Now, okay. Now, new complications that have been added to the watch are noise. And some of these are apps and some of them are not. All right, so it is in alphabetical order, which helps. So the new complications are noise, cellular strength, rain, wind, voice memo, audio books, cycle tracking, calculator, and compass. So you have a lot to choose from there. That is cool. Yes.
Added
if the complication is available on your Apple Watch, it will show up in the listing. If it's not, there, I don't know if that's something that you need to contact the manufacturer about. Did everyone hear his question? Okay. All right. So I would maybe go to the website and see why your complication is not showing and allowing you to add it, because there are third-party apps that can be added as complications. All right. Okay. Let's move on. No. You don't need to have earbuds. That's just an added perk that you have in order to listen privately to your audiobook. Okay? You're welcome.